Thanks for joining us on a picture-perfect Sunday night for some NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, here with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And with us on the sideline, we've got Allie LaForce. And here we can check out the story for Trae Young.
And he's been outstanding offensively as of late. These last 5 games, he's been a beast at the offensive end. A different level score than he had been earlier in the season. Let's see if he can keep it up.
Now the opening lineup for Atlanta. Trae is flanked by Daniels in the backcourt. Johnson and Porzingis there inside. And it's Risacher in at the small forward position. And for the Warriors, Curry and Pods pairing up in the backcourt. Down low, it'll be the tenacious pair of Butler and Draymond. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3, the small forward. Well, Stan, now we're around the midway point of the regular season. What's something you're keeping an eye on moving forward?
I'd say the trade deadline. This is the time of the season where the rumors really start to swirl and teams understand their needs. I'm interested to see which teams will make a move.
Young misses. And so it's Bogdanovich with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. And going against Atlanta, their first meeting on the year.
These teams were similar last year, both in how they treated this head-to-head matchup and where they finished in the standings.
Well, in terms of where they sit in the league, these teams are both in the middle of the pack, but both are looking to take the next step.
Young misses. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Steve Kerr gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I asked him about what could tip the balance in their favor tonight, and he said, quote, when Kristaps Porzingis is operating at a high level, it opens up their entire offense. The key for us is to keep Porzingis from having a major impact. If we can do that, it'll be our game to win. Back to you.
Okay, thanks, Allie. And that one's good. Young.
Well, look, because of his shooting ability, you have to get up on Young, but then that makes it even easier for him to blow by you.
Curry passes to Bogdanovich. Off target from three-point range. Atlanta's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Daniels. It's stolen by Green. Pass to Curry. Outside Butler. Podziemski and Porzingis with the block.
The unicorn out there doing what he does on defense, protecting the paint.
Outside Curry, a clear look for Green, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry.
A pleasant surprise from Draymond there. I mean, I love when he looks for his offense.
And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Guys, one of the more lengthy free agency sagas revolved around Jonathan Kuminga, and many thought his time was up in Golden State. He saw fewer and fewer minutes down the stretch of last season and into their playoff run. But when Kuminga tested free agency, tested potential sign and trade deals, nobody seemed to be the exact right fit. So eventually, he took the Warriors' offer. Guys, we'll see just how long this lasts, but for now, he'll continue to be in that Golden State uniform.
Yeah, we'll continue to track that story. Okay, thanks for the report, Chums. That one goes. Count it.
Well, Butler not able to get to the rim, but he gets the floater to go.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. There's Young with the 3. The rebound by Bogdanovich.
Well, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
Pass to Green. Outside Butler. Green, a screen. And here's Curry for 3. Knocks down the long J.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Porzingis in the post. Green covering. Porzingis misses. The Warriors lead by 7. Pass to Bogdanovich. Here's Podziemski. That one drops for him.
And taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
Yeah, They've done a better job executing offensively, moving the ball and creating high percentage looks.
Now here's Johnson. No made baskets yet. Porzingis with a screen on Butler. Johnson passes to Porzingis. They can't stop the run with that one. And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for Golden State. Inside. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass. Curry's got 5.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
Young with it. Now guarded by Butler. Pass to Rizachet. They kick it out to Porzingis. Sends it home from three-point land. He's got 5.
Well, at center, Porzingis gives you a true 3-level scorer. That's why he's so valuable offensively.
Now here's Bogdanovic. His last outing, he had 18 points.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over.
Let's keep it going for your Warriors dancers.
And a chance now to bring up the NBA steals leaders from the last month of action. In the third spot, Dyson Daniels.
His defensive focus has been superb these last few games, continuously finding ways to strip ball handlers and upset the offense.
And Atlanta with possession here. They trail by 11. Porzingis with a screen on Curry. And here's Young. Coming off 41 points last game out. 6 on the shot clock. From deep. Can't get it to drop.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Kept alive. Green finds Curry. Another shot. Rebounded by Johnson.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Porzingis misses.
That could have been an easy pass and finish. Not really sure what went wrong.
Yeah, that just comes down to the timing being off between those two guys.
Well, when you think about all the miles Jimmy Butler has on his legs now, how many more does he have left, Greg?
Well, he's been shouldering the load for a long time. But what separates him from the pack is his sheer will and his IQ. So he might just surprise us a little.
That free throw misses. Will stand a move by the Hawks to diversify their offense with more cutting and ball movement.
Well, it's made the Hawks tougher to defend and keeps all 5 guys engaged. As prolific as Trae Young is, it's too much to have him do it all by himself.
So he can't get either to fall.
Well, that's not the focus we're used to seeing from him at the line. He's usually rock solid from there.
Pass to Porzingis. Tate's back. Add that to his line. Now 3 for 6.
A multi-level scorer. Porzingis can find a shot in any area on the floor.
Now here's Curry. Healed on the wing. Tipped. And here's Kuminga. to Trey. And the Warriors lead by 12.
Defensively, their effort hasn't been great early on.
Pass to Rizachet. Here's Johnson. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. The Warriors at last season's trade deadline swinging the deal for Jimmy Butler. Stephen Curry said him signing an extension is big. He's committed for this run. It creates expectations, which I love. We all thrive off of that energy and that kind of environment. We are up for the challenge. Back over to you.
They're all in. Allie, thank you. 4 on the clock. Young from long range. Can't connect, making him 1 for 6 from the field. Here's Curry. Out to Kuminga. Pass to Heel. Beyond the arc. They grab their own miss. Tries again. Here's Butler. Atlanta with the rebound. They're coming off that loss against Denver.
It's always hard to get a win on the road, especially when you show zero energy on the defensive end.
Yeah, when you have a defensive showing this poor, it's normally due to an overall lack of effort.
There's Young with the 3. Oh, a special move before that shot.
Well, such a creative finisher. Young will find a way, even with the defender all over him.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And Porzingis, known to everyone as the unicorn. I'm sure some of our viewers wonder where he got that nickname from.
Well, B.A., I heard that actually Kevin Durant gave it to him due to his rare combination of size and skill. One unicorn recognizing another, I guess.
On the court, your next squad. The loudest and craziest fans get a free t-shirt. Let's hear it, fans.
In for the Warriors. Now here's Kuminga. Not a lot of room. Outside Milton. There's a screen. Over Kennard. Milton, no good.
They're playing with a lot of energy tonight. We can see that in their dominance on the glass.
Up top, Alexander Walker. Guarded by Heel. Nice shot by Kennard.
And Kennard's teammates and coaches encourage him to take these quick shots because they know how effective he is.
Now here's Butler. 14 points for him last game against Sacramento. The 11-footer. Chalk up 2 there. Butler's got 6 points.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. Smart shot selection.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Kennard against Milton. Pass to Gay. Just 5 to shoot. The Hawks need to get one up here. Shoots. Kennard can't get it to go. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. and it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. Back after this. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
They've got Buddy Hield, Trace Jackson-Davis out there with Jimmy Butler. Then there's Shake Milton, and it's Kuminga in at the small forward position. That's the Warriors 5. And Atlanta making a change here. Krejci's checked in. Five on the clock. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's Alexander Walker. From outside, off the mark.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Now here's Butler. Defense right on him. And rejected. Kennard outside. They set a pick. Pass to Gay. Driving inside. Now here's Kennard. Takes a three. Rebounded by Hield. And he's going for the oop here. The ball's knocked loose. Pass to Milton. Back to Butler. Well, Grant, when you watch an NBA game today, do you wish you played in this era?
Oh, no doubt. It's a lot more open, and there's a greater emphasis on skill and player health. Oh, and by the way, those checks aren't too bad either.
Here's Krejci. After the Warriors picking up a basket just a moment ago. Okongwu, the pass to Kennard. Two in the cold spell. Buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
Well, this is what they pay Kennard to do. He's led the league in three-point percentage multiple times.
Butler surveying the floor. They set the pick. Lets the three fly. The rebound by the Hawks.
Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Kennard on the wing. To the middle. Here's Gay. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. Gay's got his first 2 points of the night.
Come on. There was very little resistance inside there from the defense. They have to be better.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. checked in for Milton. Atlanta also making some changes. Risache, he's checked in for Krejci. Dyson Daniels comes in for Alexander Walker. And it's Young in for Kennard. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Back to Curry. Six to shoot. The three is up. And again, no good by Golden State. Hawks trail by 9. No doubt, Stephen Curry is the best shooter of all time. Talk about what makes him special, Grant.
Well, B.A., he can hit shots under the most difficult circumstances, off balance, with only a sliver of daylight. And this is why teams often choose to double him the moment he crosses half court.
All right, Coach, let's talk about Onyeka Okongwu. What an agile player for his size.
Yeah, B.A., no question. And on both ends, too. Plus, the guy gets up in the air and then reaches out over 7 feet in wingspan. His speed at his size can be a huge advantage.
And he makes a first.
Well, what I like most about Okongwu is his switchability defensively. He has the size to battle down low and the quickness to guard on the perimeter.
Jalen Johnson, he's checked in for the Hawks. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. And Grant, Stephen Curry said his goal was to play meaningful basketball games. With the arrival of Jimmy Butler, that proved to be the case.
Yeah, the Warriors have been looking to get Steph some help. The fit with Jimmy was questioned, but it's worked out better than most people expected.
Now here's Butler. He has 6. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
Young from long range. And it's cleared by Stephen Curry.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
To win the drought. He missed it. Now 3 for 7.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Back to Johnson. Down low. Showing off his agility and touch inside. Trae Young.
Well, Young is so tenacious that it balances out any of the size differential in the paint.
Out to the wing. The 3 from Curry. Pure from three-point range. Curry's got 11 points.
That's his 3rd triple of the night, forcing the defense to extend out.
Outside Johnson. Pass to Risache. Okongwu, a screen on Kuminga. The 3 from Risache. Here's Okongwu. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, Okongwu has been stepping up his efforts on the offensive glass, and he's rewarded with the second chance bucket.
Now here's Hield. He had 16 in the win against Sacramento.
Yeah, and I thought he was locked in defensively. I think he had like 3 steals on the night.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Atlanta shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Onyeka Okongwu. 2 shots.
Throw good, Okongwu.
And he didn't go to the line once in the first half, but now he's figuring out how to draw contact and get himself to the line.
And both free throws good for Okongwu.
And they seem to have taken a more heads-on approach this quarter, and it's getting them to the free throw line.
Green, a screen. There's Bogdanovich with the 3, and the Warriors with another 3.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Porzingis is checked in for Congo. And now let's see the most efficient scoring teams around the league this season. In the third spot, the Warriors.
The basketball IQ this team possesses is special. They don't rush anything on the offensive end. They take their time and stay patient trying to find the best shot possible.
Left side, Porzingis. Porzingis punishing inside.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Curry passes to Kuminga. Young against Curry. Back to Kuminga. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. That's 7 points for Jonathan Kuminga.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Porzingis, high post. Porzingis putting the size to work.
Well, if Porzingis gets within arm's length of the hoop, he's not going to make many mistakes.
Outside Podziemski. And here's Kuminga for three. The rebound by Atlanta. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Green with the ball. Porzingis picks him up defensively. Outside Kuminga. Lets it go from deep. That doesn't go either for Kuminga. Hawks trail by 8. Outside Young. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. And the 3 off target.
Yeah, just hasn't been able to find his rhythm offensively, and that's having a ripple effect.
On the wing, Green. Outside Curry. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Johnson. Atlanta's gone just 1 of 6 from the perimeter here in the second. Daniels passes to Young. The kick out to Johnson. Clock at 6. Outside Rizachet. Launches a 3. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Just a great follow-up move by Daniels. Coaches love guys who are ready to fight for the play.
Kuminga with a screen on Young. And here's Curry for 3. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Young. There's 47 seconds left to play in the half. Daniels outside. For 3. Can't get a second shot to fall. Now 1 of 2. The Warriors lead by 6. Here's Podziemski. Drains the triple. Podziemski's got 5 points.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Daniels. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. To the paint. Outside Curry. Fires at the elbow. And so that's the end of the first half. The Warriors on top, up 9. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Coach Quinn Snyder with us now, and Coach, a bit of a lull for this team scoring the ball. Why?
It had nothing to do with anything other than us being aggressive. We're like walking the ball up the court. Whoever's got it, we've got to attack.
At least effort is something you can control. Thank you, Coach.
Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter.
Thanks for joining us. Through the first half, there is still some work to do for the Atlanta Hawks.
They've been shot out of the gym. Even when they do extend their defense, it doesn't matter. I don't know what the remedy is.
I got 3 words for you. Elbow sandwich.
Okay, guys, now let's see what the fans are buzzing about over on social media. We've got one here from NBA Champions 1995. Would you rather play in today's league or your own era? Kenny, you want to start us out?
Ooh, that's a tough, because I do get curious about how my game would translate in today's games. Guys taking so many threes. I was a good three-point shooter. But I still take my era. I can't argue with success.
Yeah, my era, I owned it. No better time for me to be in the game.
Owned it? Okay.
Yeah, well, that's good, because if you guys were playing now, who'd be sitting here at the desk with me?
It'll be Shaq Jr. and Kenny Jr.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books, one half to go. The Warriors lead by 9. Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder. Johnson and Porzingis, they're inside. Daniels and Risache out on the perimeter. And it's Young in at the 1.
Zero fear from Curry inside. 2 more points in his Hall of Fame career.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, guys. Draymond Green's talked about his mind for the game. He said, "I've never been the tallest or the fastest. We all have gifts. My IQ is a gift that was enhanced by great coaches. I was taught the game properly, so I'm very fortunate and extremely thankful for the coaches that I've had in my life." Brian?
Paying tribute. All right, thank you, Allie. Now here's Curry. Outside Butler. Three-pointer. That's good from Curry. On the assist from Butler. Curry's got 16 points now.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Butler with a steal. Looking to end this cold spell. And it's Butler with the jam.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Now here's Bogdanovich. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Launches it. Another 3 for Golden State.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. On our 2K leaderboard, the NBA scoring leaders over the last 10 games. Second, Trae Young.
He's been on an absolute tear offensively. He's found something that's working for him, and he's sticking to it.
Just over a minute and a half played in the third. Outside Risache. Back to Young. To halt the run. And Atlanta misses again.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Bogdanovich passes to Butler. And here's Curry. The three is up. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got 4 assists now tonight.
He hit 3 triples in the first half, 3 more since. That's nothing to shrug at.
Now here's Young. He has 6. Daniels with it. Outside Porzingis. 5 to shoot. Over Green, and that one's good. Porzingis has got 13 now.
Yeah, they get one to fall. Now 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
Pass to Bogdanovich. There's the triple. Rebounded by the Hawks. Porzingis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Young. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Fader on the way. That one goes in. He's got 15.
Listen, it's a team sport, but without him, this deficit would be a lot bigger.
Outside Butler. There's Bogdanovich with the 3. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got 8 rebounds in the game. Outside Young. Back to Daniels. Johnson for 3. The second effort. No problem from Porzingis as he finishes at the rim. Porzingis has got 6 in the quarter. Pass to Green. Back to Curry. Green with a screen on Young. To the inside. And there's Green on the assist from Curry. And the Warriors lead by 18.
What a nice read by Green. He's got a basketball IQ off the charts. An incredible understanding of the game.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Got a quick moment to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Kristaps Porzingis.
Well, it's a downward trend, and that could be for many reasons. Maybe they're asking him to play different roles. Sometimes it's the guys around you. If you're playing alongside a great rebounder, there aren't as many boards to go around. So you really have to dig into the details to understand why this is happening.
Young with the bucket.
Yeah, I love how gritty Young can be. He's not a big guy, but he plays big against contact.
Stan, there's always a lot of attention on Trae Young. What do you think his defining quality is?
Well, look, Brian, he's one of the premier facilitators in the NBA. Not many players have the timing he does. Whether it's a lob or off the bounce, his passes find the mark.
Porzingis with a screen on Bogdanovich. Count it. Risache's got his first points of the night.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop that?
Back to Butler. Green with a screen on Johnson. To the paint. And it's hammered home by Green.
Well, there's that playmaking ability on display. Butler is such an unselfish teammate.
Daniels outside. Outside Porzingis. Step back and fire. That one rolls around and rims out. And it's Butler with the ball for the Warriors. 22 was their biggest lead.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Now here's Johnson. He's scoreless. Now Young. Fires for three. The rebound by Bogdanovich. Green, the pass to Butler. He drops it from range. Butler's got 5 points in the quarter.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Porzingis sets a screen. Young from long range. It's rebounded by Golden State. Green's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Butler. No good there. Johnson with the defensive effort. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
There's a screen by Johnson. There's Young with the 3. The Warriors pull it in.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Butler passes to Curry. There's Bogdanovich with the 3. Rebounded by Daniels. Daniels has got 4 rebounds now. Outside Young. Pass to Porzingis. No good, and they can't put it into the drought.
He made a 3 back in the first half, but that's it. We'll see if he can find his stroke.
Now here's Curry. Now Butler, covered by Johnson. Butler passes to Bogdanovich. Now here's Risache, defended by Bogdanovich. Young looking around. Pass to Porzingis.
Porzingis does a nice job of getting the defense off balance and drawing the foul on his way up.
All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
Another thing they're doing well tonight is shooting from long distance. All game long, they've been finding openings at the perimeter.
Yeah, Kristaps Porzingis, a solid shooter from the line.
And it's a completely new group here for the Warriors. Both free throws good from Porzingis.
Yeah, and when healthy, Porzingis is still a very effective player and an important part to his team's success.
It's stolen by Okongwu. And here's the fast break. On the wing, Alexander Walker. Guarded by Hield. Kennard passes to Alexander Walker. Here's Djorcic. Back to Alexander Walker. Gets stolen by Hield. Pushing it up now. And Kuminga throws it down.
Oh, it's so easy for Kuminga to rise up to the rim.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Outside, Porzingis. Out left to the wing. Here's Djorcic. On target from range. Djorcic has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there. The Warriors lead by 16. There's a screen by Kuminga. Pass to Jackson Davis. Outside Hield. Shot clock at 6. From the right block. The shot that time not on target. Good D by Okongwu. And here's Kennard. Covered by Milton. Picked up by Okongwu. Kennard for 3. Santos pulls it in. Now here's Hield, guarded closely. And the call is going to be, yes, on an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
5 ticks left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Stephen Curry getting it done for the Golden State Warriors. Hitting 3 trays in the quarter, providing some sharp shooting. Back to the game after this break. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his team.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Jonathan Kuminga is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then it's Trace Jackson-Davis. Then it's Buddy Hield. And it's Milton in at the point guard position. So that's the group out there for Golden State. And it's Butler with the ball for the Warriors. 22 was their biggest lead. Goes back up. Jackson-Davis with the bucket. And the Warriors lead by 18.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
Now here's a Kongwu. Kennard can't get it to go.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Milton against Young. Here's Butler. Nice D from Alexander Walker.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without fouling. Yeah, I'd call this ideal scoring distance. It's almost too easy.
Jackson-Davis in the high post. Milton against Kennard. Pass to Young. Over Butler, and it's blocked by Butler.
Butler always keeps grinding. The energy he plays with at the defensive end is terrific.
Now here's Kuminga, guarded by Young. Outside for Butler. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Puts up a deep 3. The rebound by Atlanta. Okongwu's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Alexander Walker. Three-pointer, no good. And the action on hold. It appears there's been an injury. Yep, he's definitely in a bad way out there right now. Man, that's tough to see.
And you guys know that this is something every player worries about, no matter your age or your ability.
Yeah, teams do everything they can to protect against it, but at this point, all you can do is hope he's not gone for too long.
And the Warriors making a change here. Curry's checked in.
Okay, fans, put your hands together for your Warriors dancers.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Hawks. Warriors lead by 16. Outside heel. And he's going for the lob! Left side Kuminga. Pass to Curry. And here's Milton. Takes the three. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Outside, Alexander Walker. Kennard finds Young. Outside, Alexander Walker. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
And every defense knows Kennard is looking to score, which is why they sometimes overcommit and foul.
At the line for two.
Shooting two.
And he drops it first.
And you know, Kennard is known for his shooting expertise, but his ability to handle the ball and create for others is very overlooked.
So he gets them both.
Well, you see why teams try to avoid fouling him. You're basically giving away points.
Milton passes to Hield. Outside Curry. They still need this. Sinks it from distance. Curry's got 14 points now in the second half.
His points are really adding up from the three-point line. He had 9 from distance in the first half, and he's only getting better.
Great open look there.
Well, that's now his third triple of the game, first here in this second half.
Outside Hield. Down low. Right side Curry. Stolen by Young. Now here's Alexander Walker. Guarded by Hield. The shot by Alexander Walker, no good.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
Pass to Milton. Back to Curry. 6 on the shot clock. And the Warriors with another three.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
Young, the pass to Okongwu. Now Kennard. Here he goes. It's deflected. They recover it. Johnson for three. Jackson Davis grabs the miss. Jackson Davis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Hield. Back to Curry. Jackson Davis in the high post, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's on Onyeka Okongwu.
At the line for your Warriors, Trace Jackson Davis. 2 shots.
No good on that one. And some changes here for the Warriors. Green's checked in for Kuminga. Bogdanovich comes in for Hield. And Pajemski subbed in for Milton. Atlanta also making some changes. Porzingis is checked in for Okongwu. Risache comes in for Alexander Walker. And Dyson Daniels subbed in for Kennard. He does not get the second one. Hawks trail by 17. Inside, Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
A wiry athlete, Jalen Johnson. 2 loud points.
Pass to Jackson Davis. Here's Bogdanovich. Risache covering. Bogdanovich, that's good.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
On the wing, Risache. Johnson a screen on Bogdanovich. The 3 from Risache. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Green's got his 5th rebound in this one. Now here's Bogdanovich. Outside Curry. The three ball connects from downtown. Curry's got 31.
Well, you talk about a full 180. His play here in the second half has really come on. You can see his confidence building.
Now here's Young. Porzingis finds Young. Back to Porzingis. Oh, and Porzingis powers it home.
A legit 7-footer with that kind of athleticism, I guess Porzingis really is a unicorn.
What a sensational move captured from the connected cam, sponsored by AT&T. Here's Pajemski. Pass to Jackson Davis. Outside Curry. Shoot from the baseline. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Here's Daniels. Young outside. Porzingis with a screen on Curry. Here's Porzingis. From deep range, KP hits it.
Well, that's his first three here in the second half. Gotta think he'd like a few more of those.
Now Bogdanovic. Jackson Davis a screen. He shoots. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Young. Kuminga, he's checked in for the Warriors.
Substitution for the Warriors. Number 00, Jonathan Kuminga.
Outside Pajemski. Can't hit it.
That is a textbook block out to secure the rebound.
Here's Daniels. Oh, the long ball, no good. The Warriors lead by 15. Now an update on Jimmy Butler's injury. Let's go to Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for the Warriors provided some info for us. Apparently, that knee was twisted pretty severely. No torn ligaments, but still significant pain and swelling. It's a blow to a team that was hoping to turn up the second half of the season. This is a story that we'll be following very closely.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Well, good to know about his status. And regardless of how serious an injury it is, nobody wants to let their team down.
Yeah, I mean, it's just crazy. Even with the advancements in strength training, injuries continue to impact the game.
Well, this is a high-impact sport, and the league continues to get bigger and faster.
Grant, you look at some of the rule changes in recent years. Does it seem to you like coaches' challenges are here to stay?
You know, BA, it does. And I think that's a good thing. You know, I can think of a few calls I would have liked to challenge in my day. So it's a nice option to have. Distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Warriors.
They were the more accurate club, and in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, BA, you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
And they increased their win total to 29.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And what a huge performance it was for Stephen Curry.
Yeah, you know, he was a man on a mission in this one. The defense had absolutely no answers for him tonight.
And he sinks the second. Something the league has worked towards, seeing small market teams competing at a high level, Grant.
Yeah, this league isn't just for the big cities. Smart drafting and team development can make any organization elite. And of course, that's the beauty of it all.
And again for three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Young against Curry. Here's Porzingis. Porzingis with a screen on Bogdanovich. Now Young jacks up a three. Oh, the shot is off. 43 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Now here's Podziemski. The D's right on him. Clock at 6. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. And the Warriors lead by 19. And Atlanta has possession. And here's Young. Pass to Johnson. Out of bounds. It'll be Warriors ball.
When you're losing, you can't afford to give the ball away.
And so it's the Warriors taking care of business in this one. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
All right, let's send it down to Allie LaForce, who's with our player of the game.
Steph, I know it's still early, but how do you evaluate this team and its ability to go the distance?
In terms of communicating about our principles and how we're going to be successful, trying to chase another championship, we're definitely on the same page. Just a matter of staying focused every night, giving the best effort we can, and just, you know, enjoying the journey because it's a long year.
Well, you've been there. You know what it takes. Thanks, Steph.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast. And let's reveal our player of the game, Stephen Curry.